Hey, welcome back to the Endurance Nation introductory video series. This is Coach Patrick, one of Endurance Nation's co-founders, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the very cool user-generated content element of the site that's so important. One of the reasons why Rich and I started this site was because we wanted to get more of you connected with one another, but also sharing information, learning from, and supporting one another. A coach being at the center of a wheel is sort of the facilitator and also the block to communication between athletes. And we felt that this kind of a website would allow folks to connect directly to one another, and that collectively all of us are smarter than any one of us, and we will learn a great deal more from a larger group of people. So what does it mean when you actually get a chance to look at some of this content? Well, first of all, you log in like you always do. And like I mentioned before, we have a whole host of members. You can come in and see all the members here. They're all located here, and there's, I don't know, 25 or so a page, and more coming every day. So some of the member-generated content. First of all, there's blogs. Anyone who's a member of Endurance Nation can start a blog on Endurance Nation. If you have a blog already off of Endurance Nation, you can certainly channel that into your page, and other people could subscribe to it if you put a link to it on your profile. But in general, this site here particularly supports blogs that happen right inside the site. So you would just click right here on start a new blog, and I could create a web page that had my blog right on it. I could fire it right up. You're also able to come in here and search blogs. So if I wanted to see someone who had written something on triathlon, say, I could search that, and it will pull up other people. So I see Rich has a post here on triathlon. I can learn more about that, or if other people have triathlon, I can learn as well. So that's the first part right there, is that you can actually go through and search the blogs and see what other people are saying about their training and racing experiences. The podcast content for right now is restricted to official podcasts, so I'm not going to go there now. Video content is also right now just leadership only. That will soon change. We're going to run some special opportunities for folks to contribute video in exchange for access to key resources behind the scenes that might otherwise be paid. So stay tuned for that information. The groups is another great place where user-generated content is available to folks, and it's specific to, in this case, particular races or perhaps geographic areas. So, for example, there's an Ironman Hawaii World Championship group. For folks who are racing in or want to race in, you might join and subscribe to that group, and there'll be posts and information at the bottom of the page of that group page. So I think right now there's nothing going on in these groups because we're so new. But if you were to visit the Hawaii Ironman group, you'd see who created it. You can see who the members are down here. So Rich and I are members. And then you can also create a post, put information in here, just like you would perhaps sending an email. And then you can also go ahead and go right here and choose to subscribe to watch this group. So for example, let's say you're a part of 10 or 12 different groups. It's hard for you to obviously visit every one, but you could go ahead and either choose instant alert, perhaps if you're very interested in that, or if your race is right around the corner, or simply add it as a daily digest to get it once a day, learn what all of the new content, if any, there was, and get that right into your inbox. That way you can just stay right here and play in your inbox and get detailed information from these pages directly sent to you instead of searching for them. I think by far the coolest place for interactive content is in the forum. If you click over here on the Endurance Nation forum, this has been going for quite some time now, and it's pretty robust. The forum here is a great deal of information for people. I'll kind of slide this over for you so you can see. There is general information about Endurance Nation. There are some of the groups, which are typically private run sessions for folks who signed up for them. And then there's the triathlon forums. We have the general discussion, we have our race reports. And any one of these that you sip into right now, for example, I can see here in the general discussion forum, we have something like almost 2,000 posts, and that's since October. And so lots of information here. You can just click right into the general discussion page and see whatever else is going on. Lots of information here. These people, for example, are trying to put together a training weekend. So anyway, very helpful information. So I'm going to go back to the groups so you can kind of see what that is like again, and bear with me as I adjust your screen. Back in the group functions, that's a great way for you to follow and check information. Like I mentioned, the forums. Let's see here, the library. This is kind of new and I think pretty cool as well. So if you click on library, it takes you to a place where For right now, Rich and I have put all of the articles that we've ever written. Usually we put them up on our websites, or we stick them online, perhaps with XTry or TriFuel. It ends up being all over the web, and there's no way for you to follow it, track the information, search it, etc. So this is a way for us to do that in a very coherent manner. We create the tags for these items, and you can search for these items or just read them as they are. Totally up to you. So you can come right in and for example, read Rich's article here on the importance of going steady. We'll definitely be working on the formatting to make it a little more readable. And then you can, at the bottom of the article, you can actually go ahead and either add a comment about it, or you can choose to rate it. You can give it 1 star, 2 stars, 5 stars, whatever you want to do. And that way, the best articles will rise to the top, and the less popular ones won't. So folks will have a sense who's reading what, instead of going to a typical website and you have no idea. Is this a new idea, an old idea? Is it a valuable idea, or does nobody care about it? This ranking system will help you know. And also very cool here, once you're logged in, you can actually create your own library item. Now, typically library items are information pieces that are somewhat confirmed, so we definitely don't want it to be like a blog post. But if you have something cool online you found, like another resource, you could come right in here, click an Endurance Nation library item. Let's say you found an online yoga course, which I found. So you could call this online yoga class, and you could say it's an online class, 100% free. All right, fix that punctuation there. Go ahead. There's no author here per se, but as you scroll down, let's see, probably under these different pieces here, it's yoga classing, right? So what is it? Training. Let's see. I might put it under general training here, so folks know. Maybe there's some strength work associated with yoga, depending on the type of yoga. Let's see. Those are 2 good items for us. I think that's really it. Now, if there's a link, for example, you could actually type that link in here. You would put in the link to the website, or if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put that link right up here in the rich text box. There's a place for you to go ahead and choose something and then add the link to it right there, so folks can find it. And when you're done, you'd actually go ahead and click save, and it will create that resource. In my case, I'm going to click cancel and go back. But you can actually create that resource. It's a great way for you, if you find something that's very cool, to add it to the library, and it stays here in perpetuity for other members to find. So you can link to other people's content, you can link to your own content, you can enter your own content or your own ideas. If you have any questions, you should definitely hop on the forum, and in the general discussion section, ask Rich or I, and we'll let you know more about it. Other interactive content, that's pretty much it. So to recap, we have members page where you can browse members and what they're doing, blogs page where you can read what the members are doing, or even check out our official blog. Podcasts from members are coming soon, the same with the videos. Groups are a great way to follow either specific events or perhaps a special demographic you want to start, like stay-at-home dads or expecting mothers, or people with I don't know, no hair. Whatever you want to call your group, you can form that group. The forum, I think, is definitely the most robust section. There's a lot of dialogue there about learning. This is more of a self-service, read stuff and go ahead site. The forum is definitely more interactive, post a question, get an answer. And then the EN library, where a lot of our information is collected and cataloged. On the whole, this information that's collected here represents a huge change within the triathlon and endurance coaching space by putting it all under one roof, giving it a consistent theme and philosophy, letting you make the most of it, and hopefully making you not only smarter, but faster as well. That's it for the user multimedia generated content. This is Coach Patrick from Endurance Nation signing off. I'll see you guys online.